everybody, my name is Kayla and this is Kayla Makes It. I am coming to you from East Central Indiana, where today it is nice and chilly, and it's 2025. Did you know that we had a 1 year ago, one year ago, and another one come, and it flies by. But anyway, we are here in 2025 and I have plans. I've made some plans and I want to share those with you. First off, we'll get started by telling you where you can find me. You can find me on Instagram as kayla.makes.it. I'm over on Ravelry as Kayla1Pearl1, and you can now find me over on TikTok as Kayla Makes It Podcast. You can also buy me a coffee, and I'll put the information down below. And like I have mentioned before, or maybe I haven't mentioned before, it's to buy me a coffee. I'll give you a shout out if you do that, but also know that it could be coffee, it could be yarn, who knows? I mean, I love coffee and I love yarn. Who knows where that's gonna go? But I so appreciate any support that you provide to this channel. Yeah, I love having you guys. Thanks so much for being here. We do have quite a few new subscribers. I'm so happy to see those numbers going up. I'm totally surprised by all of that. So welcome to all new viewers and anyone returning. You guys are rock stars. Thanks so much. Okay, it is time for the plan. You like my moth stickers? They're cute. Okay, so I have my plans, my notes in my calendar here. I have so many plans. I want to do all the things. Oh, someone's going in and out. It's my husband. He's running away. Okay, so I have so many plans. Okay, I have 20 things on this list, and there's only 12 months in the year. I better do more than one thing a month, right? Okay, so this is the plan. These are my hopes. These are things that if I got to make, I think I would be excited making these things all year long. And that's my goal for this year, is to really just enjoy everything that I'm hooking and knitting, and that's what I want for the year. Now, there's 20 things on here, but if I get to the point where I'm like, I'm not as excited about that as I was at the beginning of the year, I give myself full permission to mark that out and add something different if I see something different that I want. There is going to be some leeway with this, okay? If something comes out, new patterns come out all the time, and if that's something that I want to jump on and make right away, then I'm going to allow myself to do that, and that's okay. So I do not have any hard, fast rules for these plans, but I want to share with you the things that I'm thinking of, and I'm pretty sure I screenshotted a picture of everything on this list so that you can see what I'm seeing, and then maybe that's something that you want to make too, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So these are 20 things that I would like to do for the year that are either knit or crochet related. And I have a couple of cross stitch patterns that I want to do. I don't cross stitch as much as I knit and crochet, so I only have 2 on that list, and I'm going to include them because there are things that I've really wanted to do. And so I want to make sure that I put them high on the priority list for all the makes that I want to do. I also have an overall goal. So last year in 2024, I wanted to knit socks. And I was so turned off by making them. I was so scared to make them. And I decided, nope, I'm going to do it. This is my goal for this year. Like, I want to continue learning. I want to continue improving and doing things that normally I would want to do, but I've been too afraid to do. So last year it was socks, and I made a pair of socks, and I am in the process of making 2 other pairs of socks. They're slow going, but I'm making them and I've done it. So check on 2024's goal. This year's goal is brioche knitting. I have one project on my list that is brioche knitting. And so once I do that one, I'm going to check that goal off, because that's another one where I've looked at it, I'm like, oh, this is so cool looking, I don't know if I can do it, but I don't know until I try. So that's my 2025 goal. And okay, now we can get started. I know I said, okay, let's get started, and then I blab some more, but here we are with my 20 projects and 2 cross stitch patterns that I want to attempt for the year. So number 1 is the Herding Cats Kitten Mittens by Stone Knits. And I don't know her name offhand, so I can include that. But these are the Herding Cats Kitten Mittens by Stone Knits, and they are so cute. I love cats. I've really gotten into the color work as I've worked on a few projects lately. I've even purchased her most recent book she published. I bought it for myself for my birthday, and I'll share a picture of that as well. There's another project in here. Did I put it down? Oh no, I did not write down those socks. Are you kidding me? Okay, so these are 21 projects for 2025 that I want to complete. Let me just jot this down. I don't know the name of them, but I'm going to put them up here on the screen. These are from the book, and they're so cute. I've already ordered the yarn for these. I can't wait to start them. Look, she crochets once, and now she's like, I need the yarn. Let me see that face again.
That's actually what I came here for.
The yarn? Yeah. Okay, I'm almost done. I have a list of 21 things to go through, and I'm on number 2. It won't take me long, though, okay?
Okay. Love you, Mom. Bye.
Love you. Okay, so number 1 was the Herding Cats Kitten Mittens. I've been wanting to make myself some fingerless gloves, so that checks that one off. And then the other one is the goldfish socks. These are so stinking cute. I have to make those. I've already ordered the yarn, and that is also by Stone Knits in her latest book. Okay, so number 2, I'm going by my list or I'm going to mess up the numbers. Number 2 is actually a whip from 2024, but I really started it like the last week of 2024, and it's kind of one of those hats that I've been wanting to make, and it's the Believe in Yeti hat, and it's the one I'm making for my brother, and I've had a few delays on it, so most of the hat I have to make anyway, and it's a new year, so I'm putting it on this list because it is one of my major goals. So it is the Believe in Yeti hat by Knittingsworth Design, and I am using Knit Pick Stroll Tweed yarn for that. Number 3 is Bean and Olive Grownup by Andrea Mowry. That is another one that is a whip from 2024, but I only have the neckline done right now, and I'm definitely bringing that one in as a high priority in 2025. And I've never knit a sweater, so that's I guess we can also count that one as a goal, right? So I'm really excited about that one. That's my birthday cast on from November. It's been slow going because I've had a lot of other projects I've had to do, so that's going on the list. Number 4 is the Scally Cap by Ashley Shoemaker. This is for my husband, and the yarn I have for that is, oh, it's up there. It's not super handy. I'm using a Queensland, I think it's called Perth. Yeah, Queensland Perth yarn for that, and I'm gonna have to hold it with something else, but he wears Boston Scally hats. Like, that's his favorite thing. And yeah, I'm gonna crochet in one, and then he's gonna have to wear that as much as his other ones. I wanted to do it all of last year. We even bought that yarn back in February. It was Valentine's Day. He took me to a yarn shop. We bought that yarn, and it is still on my list of things to do. So I want to make that a high priority for 2025. Number 5 is the No Sew Bunny by Cane Maker on Etsy. And it's just a cute little amigurumi. This will be one of the gifts for one of my coworkers. Number 6 is Hat in Slip Stitch for a lady. And wait, no, Hat in Slip Stitch Ribbing for a Lady by Yelena Chen. And I'm going to use, oh, what's it called? I can't think of it, but it's the yarn that I made my grandma's hat out of. It's a 100% wool, superwash wool, and it is in black. My friend wanted a black hat, so this is the pattern I'm going to use for that. Number 7. This is just fun. I'm making it maybe for myself, who knows, but is the Cat Love hat by Sweater Freak, and I'm going to make it in bright color, so it's going to be like kind of a Lisa Frank fun hat. Number 8 is a Lucky Dog sweater. I've always wanted to make Odie a sweater, so I'm going to make him one this year. And this pattern is by Sol Salvo. I haven't picked out the yarn or anything for it yet. Okay, number 9 is the Morgan Earwarmer headband. And this is by Rhonda Mole. I can't read my handwriting very well, but she's with Baka Design. Did I say that right? And so this is for a friend. And so I'm going to do like neutrals colors for this. And I thought it was so very pretty, so I wanted to do that one. Okay, number 10. This has been in my crochet Pinterest board for years. And it is the Pansy Cushion by Pippa Patterns. And I absolutely love pansies. Let's see, my great-grandma, it's my great-great-grandma. Her name's Pansy. And I love pansies. And I have a tattoo of pansies. And so this is like a 3-generational tattoo for my grandma, my great-grandma, and my great-great-grandma. And so I want to make the pansy cushion to have in my living room. Number 11, my youngest, Ainsley, has requested a poncho. Ever since she got the hooded scarf and we put it on, and I said, oh, that kind of looks like a hooded poncho, the way we were kind of holding it together and you couldn't see that the back was open. And she's like, a poncho? And I was like, yeah, like those are things. And so I showed her some pictures and she picked out the Aurora Poncho by Alice Terry. And by the way, I went over to see some of Alice Terry's patterns. They're so fun, like so fun. So I don't think I have it on the list here, but if I do end up making something with granny squares, like I pulled a few of her patterns over into my favorited them into my library or whatever it's called, because she had like a smiley face granny square and one with strawberries, and it was just so cute. Like I loved all of her bright colored patterns. So the Aurora Poncho is going to be for my youngest, and so we're going to be picking out yarn for that probably soon. She'll want it tomorrow. She'll want the whole thing done tomorrow, but my goodness, I have so much to make. Number 12, you may have seen a little bit of the planning for this, and this is my Barbie corner to corner throw blanket, and it's just colors that scream Barbie to me. They're Barbie inspired, and at some point in 2025 I'm going to get it started. I'm not going to hold myself to finishing it because I want it to be one of those like projects that I keep by the couch that I can work on whenever I'm not working on something or I need a break from something else that I'm working on. And before I can start the Barbie one, I need to finish my other one that I've slowly been working on. So eventually that will go into rotation with the others. Number 13 is Tiny Tree Socks by Summer Lee. These are little ornament stockings that I want to make at least one, maybe two or more if I feel the need, but I can use some scrap yarn, and I've been wanting to make some Christmas ornaments for the tree. So I've gotten rid of several ornaments that I'm not crazy about, that don't really have any special meaning to me, but I want to replace with something fun. So I plan to make a couple of these tiny tree socks. Now, the Musselburgh Hat by Ysolda Teague. You're probably familiar with that one. It's a super popular pattern. I've not made it yet, but you can make it in like any weight of yarn. So I have a couple of things. Like I want to get one on the needles just so I have a hat that I can just not think about and knit. Like if I'm going somewhere that I can get some knitting in. The other one is one of my friends at work is a hunter, so I'm going to make a hunter's orange hat, and I'm going to do this pattern because it would make it really warm, being 4 layers at the ears. So that is going to, it's on the list, but I'm probably going to make it at least twice, maybe more if I'm kind of whipping through some of these other projects and need something as like an on-the-go, no thinking project. The other one on the list is the Bear Hooded Cardigan by Vita Apala. She is the designer behind Mon Petit Violon, and she has beautiful crochet patterns. I am going to make the bear cardigan for my granddaughter, but it kind of could, like, it could go as a monkey too. So that is the pattern I'm going to make, and I'm going to put these buttons on it, and the yarn that I'm using for that one, I don't think I have it handy. I don't know where it went. Oh, it's way up there. I think I've showed it in a previous video, but it's yarn that I got at Hobby Lobby. So I already have the yarn, I have the buttons, I have the pattern, it's already purchased, and it is ready to go whenever I want to pick that project up. Okay, number 16 on my list is the Pink Sky at Night shawl. And this is by Whimsy North, and this is a brioche knitting pattern, and it is going to be the checkoff pattern for my 2025 goal of brioche knitting. I think it is beautiful. The pink is beautiful, but I'm really excited to think about what colors I can work with when making this. Okay, some of those, the next three are projects that I want for my kitchen, that I need and that I want to make. So 17 is the Bobble Stitch Hot Pad by Christine Williams. I am going to make it a bit larger and probably more rectangle shape to accommodate for like casserole dishes that come out of the oven. So I can put it on that. The number 18 is Origami Hot Pad by Ed Barrel II. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. But this is like the one that you start crocheting and then stick together, and so you get the double layered hot pad. And I need several of those. I want to replace all the store-bought hot pads I have and replace it with these because they work so much better. I've burnt my hands with some of the store-bought hot pads, and that's just not cool. So why not make myself some? Number 19 is Bowl Cozy Hot Pad by Amy B. Stitched, and I use regular hot pads or towels under like soup bowls, so now I might as well just make myself a bowl cozy. Number 20 is Vanilla Socks by the Crazy Sock Lady. I do already have two on the hook. The needles. I already have two on the needles, two sets of socks on the needles, but these are new ones that I want to cast on for the new year. Because it's the Lisa yarn from Knit Picks. It's the Felici, and the colorway is Lisa, and it is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, and I've been dreaming about this yarn ever since it went for sale, and ever since I was able to order it after it came off of back order. Ever since it came in. Every time I look at it on my wall. So like I have to make these. Okay. And number 21 are those socks that I forgot about that I reposted in the beginning, which is the goldfish socks. All right. The two cross stitch patterns that I have. This other one is a whip from a couple years ago, and it kind of got buried away in my craft room, and I haven't had it out where I can work on it regularly. And that is the Cat Stand Cross Stitch by Cute Foxy Shop on Etsy. And it is so cute. I want to make it and hang it up in my living room so bad. I actually think about it all the time, but haven't brought it out because it's been buried away, and I always end up picking up something else to work on. So this year, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to work on it. And I'm going to set some goals to like say, if anything, working on a couple days a week, just so I can work on it and enjoy it and look at it, and that will make me feel better. And then when I finish it, that'll be even better. I don't have to finish it in 2025, but I want to be working on it in 2025. And then the number 2 pattern that I'm working on, or that I'm going to be working on, is the Sweater Weather Ornament Kit by Jody Rice from Satsuma Street Etsy shop, and it came in the mail today. Isn't he just the cutest little abominable snowman you've ever seen? And he's got, it's kind of hard to see in the picture, but he's got some bling that's going to go on him, and I've never done that with a cross stitch, so that'll be something new and exciting. And as I'm looking over here in these other kits, these are all so cute, and if I finish him in a, you know, a decent amount of time, then I may go back and get this Calling Birds one. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. There's a glare. But it's like little red birds on a phone, a little turquoise old school phone. And it's so cute. And so these are ornaments. And I want the handmade ornaments for my Christmas tree. So this will be perfect for that. Okay, so that is all I have for the cross stitch. That's all I have for my planned projects for 2025. The other thing I wanted to talk about though is Ella from No Catchy Name Crochet is hosting a make-along. She is hosting the Kaleidoscope make-along, and I think I saw the video yesterday, so I think it started January 3rd, and we don't have a definite date for when she's ending it yet. I don't think she said specifically, but she said sometime in April, probably April 3rd-ish. But I will link that video below so you can see the details of it. But there's a couple of things on my list that will work for this make-along. One of them being this project. And so it's using like a multicolored yarn. And so this will work for it. This will work for it. Self-striping stuff will work for it. I assume color work will work for it. So all of my whips that I have like right here that I talked about should work for it. And so that's exciting. So go over, join her make along, and you know, her video will have all the details on it. But that's something we can all do together. So pop on over to get the details, and then let me know what you're making if you decide to do this make along. But also, what are you making in general? Like, what do you have to make this year that would just make you so happy to be able to either finally do it, or you know, give yourself permission to buy the yarn to do the thing that you really wanted to do? Like, what's number one on your list? What do you have to make in 2025? Okay, this is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great start to 2025. Many blessed days ahead for you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!